Good morning. Welcome back to Vintology by Lola. It has been a moment, and I hope everyone is doing so well. I appreciate you coming back. I think it's been close to 2 months since I have done a video, and I have no excuse other than the fact that it was the holidays and birthdays and school and, of course, getting the crud for almost 3 weeks. So I wasn't doing a lot of crafting, but I did do some crafting over Christmas. But per usual, I gave a lot of it away, and I kept very little, if only I can say 3 things or 4 things for myself. I wanted to quick show you what I've been up to, and just to say, hey there, hi there. I've been catching so many people's videos, so much creativity out there. I just love it. So here's the first thing. Loved Tim Holtz Christmas line this year. Just absolutely fell in love with it. And he had shown this project on one of his lives, and I just snatched onto it, oh my gosh, grabbed onto it, whatever you want to say, because I happen to have everything in my stash. It was one of those things where after you watched the live, you said, oh my gosh, I've got everything, I'm going to quick go make it. And that's exactly what I did. So I used one of his clipboards, his flares, and his little, I don't even know, what does he call them, remnants? I think he calls them remnants. And then I had just taken some of his green paint and just, or actually I think I used a distressed crayon and went around it. And it was incredibly easy. And then I just used some of his matte medium and put it over the whole thing. And I love it. I couldn't bring myself to bring it to give it to anybody. So I kind of think it would be cute as a frame to put my granddaughter's picture on here next year and then prop it up. So, but I think you could make this for any holiday with any of Timmy's papers, or even if you had other people's papers, and just to cut them in the 2x2 inch squares and then do it and put a cute flare up there. And I'd even thought about, and I might still put some sort of charm up there. So that was one of the things I did. Second thing I did was I had made for the teachers, or some of the teachers, I had made, these are kind of tangled up, sorry about that. I had made these cute little pendant necklaces, and what I had done was I went on Amazon, and of course I ordered a bunch of the pendant piece and the cabochon, and then I just went through my stuff to see what of Timmy's stuff worked to cut into a 1-inch circle, put it in there, and then I used the Hobby Lobby circles that are what are they called? They're kind of rubber. They're actually kind of rubberized, and they're sticky, and it magnifies it a little bit. And I had seen them done like this, but I didn't like them just like that. So of course I went through my charms and my dingy dangles, and I made it so that it was all cutesy cutesy. So everyone got a little charm dangle along with their pendant piece. This one, if I can get it untangled, well, let's just show you this one. So this one has a skate, and it has all different bells on it. This one actually does have beads, a charm, and bells on it. And I love these bells. I don't know where I got them, and I don't have any more. I'm very sad. They're very shiny and fun. Oh, well. So that's another thing I made. Then, of course, we all love Shabby Soul Susie, and she had shown something, and I don't remember if it was exactly this or if it was just a takeoff of, mine was just a takeoff of a tag book that I decided to do with all of Timmy's Christmas stuff. So I had made this with his tags and with all of his Christmas stuff. So this was a tag, and then I did Susie's binding with the tape tabs. So this is the front of it, and this has a little charm down here and some buttons, and I won't go through every single thing. You guys can see it. It is time to put it away, but I really wanted to show you. So here's the front page. Here's the second page, and this was just so cute, this little guy here, right? And then what I did was I put a paper clip up here, and then you can flip it up like this, and then it has a pull-out up here like this, okay? Upside down both ways, okay? Put that in there. And then I just did this as a tuck, and I just did a little card, and there you go, you have that. And then you can close it back up, and it did not want to stay on its own because I used tabs and stuff, the tab tape up there as well. So I put that like that, and then here's the second page. Here's this page, and this has another, let's see, another one. another thing. I'm sorry. Another, can't think right now as I'm putting this in here. Another tag. And here's just a little, this is his little glittery stuff that I put in there. And that's to go with this one. So I did a cute little snowflake and some vintage lace. And then I did another tag in here. A tag. I couldn't, this one is another one. I couldn't, between this and the clipboard, I just couldn't give it away. I'll put that on later. Here's another one, and this one flips out, okay? And then we do that. Tried to leave some room for journaling. And then I just had so much fun with this one. This one has just all sorts of stuff. It's got little mini pieces, the little wish, and then you open this up. And I have another tag in this one. And here's that tag. Package and tinsel and Santa. He just had so many cute things this year in that Christmas line. And just FYI, I did see online that he is coming out in July with fabric for this line. Oh, I can't wait. Then I took a bag and I decorated up a little brown bag and put some of his little, I don't know, paper trim and Santa. And then this has another tag. Okay. Lots of Santa in this one. Okay. And there's that. And here's a little envelope for Santa. And this here. And then I did a little teeny tiny telegram in there, right? There's just so many ideas for things that you could do with this paper line. And I had just so much fun. And this, I believe I saw this on someone's channel and I thought, oh my gosh, what a great way to close an envelope. And then you flip this open and there's a flare. And I did this as a tuck, but I didn't put anything in there. And I did this little guy that I loved. And so I didn't want to cover up what I had already done. So I just did it so it turns like that. And then this has another tag in it. So there is plenty of room in this if you wanted to do your Christmas pictures. Again, this is something I would probably say this is a day in the life of. There's cute. And then I loved this. I saw this. This was in the back of some, I don't know if it was Susie's or not, you guys. But they had just shown to do a very simple little waterfall. And I loved it because it really showcased the paper, right? So that is that. That was something else I did. I'm trying to keep my videos shorter, you guys, because I know people don't like to hang out for hours and hours. So I am part of Junk Journaling Know How, Get to Know How. I joined that group because I actually know the gal Viola who lives in Minnesota, like me. And I decided that I was going to do, I've never done a junk journal swap, but I am, let me just move the camera a little bit so you guys can see the whole thing. There we go. Okay. So I decided that I was going to do the January swap. And this is what I made. And it's funny because it only had to have a couple things in it. It was pretty simple. But, par usual, kind of went a little bit overboard. So this is fabric that I absolutely love. And I had a small piece of it. And I want to say that it is, I can't think of the name. It's not a Moda. But anyway, long story short, it's an old piece that I've been hanging on to. And here's the back. And I used some old doilies and some doilies. I had, I cut this red doily out so it would match this. And then this one. And then used a whole bunch of lace. And then I did little dangles here. Here is a jemmy, a bow, and a flower. Okay. So it ties obviously with the velvet. And you open it up. And this is another fabric that I just loved. And they actually coincide with each other. So I did a pocket here, and I loved it up until I have done this album. I have done very few pockets where you put the vellum behind it. Boy, does that make it nice. It makes it nice and sturdy. So then I made this little file folder. And inside my file folder, I have a real vintage postcard for my partner, whoever gets this. I'll put that back in there. And so we're going to make it quick. We are not going to describe every single thing in the book, okay? I'm just going to do a quick flip through. Here it is. Here's the bag. Here's some journaling, some rose journaling cards, something I stenciled. And I can't tell you I used one line. I used many lines of paper. Cut out some wrapping paper for that page, some paper, a little tuck, did some embossing. Here's this one, put some tape on there. I printed out, this is all paper, almost all paper I printed out too. A lot of it is by Tanya Samuels, but not all of it is. Here's a little piece. Here's some fun stuff. More tape. I did some stenciling over there. Here I found the word rose in the dictionary, put that in there. Tried to make it very feminine. This is what I had done. This was a bag. I don't know if I made this or I got it as a gift. And then I saw these on I actually ordered some of these. And my son works in the paint department, so I had him get me a bunch of paint chips, and I started making these. And I just love them, because then I put on the back so you can journal. And it was perfect for these oblong bags. More paper. This is from an turn of the century third grade reading book that I just thought was cute. Here's some wrapping paper. This has 3 signatures. I think we were only supposed to have 1, but per usual. The overachiever had to do more. Here's a sweet little letter. Here I saw this on G.I. Kerr, how you make the little envelope, and then I put little Valentines, or special, not Valentines, but special little tickets in there, and it is just a darling little pocket one. Pocket paper clip, sorry. Here's some more. We had a little blue to it. This also I saw online that was so cute. This is a journaling spot with an origami heart. Love it. Easy and so cute. And I just did another paper clip with just a rose on it, and then on the back of the rose I did a button, so either side it shows. Here's one of my clusters, more paper. This one I took some gold leafing stuff, or it's the liquid stuff. What is it called? Champagne Ice by Metallic Luster. That's what it's called, Metallic Luster. Put that on there. Here's a little bag I decorated and put a little journaling card in there. Like that. Music paper. Here's another little, this was an envelope that I turned into a decoration, and then I made this card, and then I embossed the back on coffee dyed paper. Okay. There we go. More. This was from a Better Homes and Gardens book, and I thought that was perfect, about roses, growing roses. This is my belly band with lace, and then I did a paper clip that had a rose on it that was a bottle cap, and I did a guest check. Okay, that was really cute. And of course, everything somehow ties in with a rose, okay? So I'm calling this one Everything's Coming Up Roses. Okay, and there's that. And here is a cute little safety pin that I did with a rose coming off of it, fabric. A rose pocket with just a cute little tag in it that I had put a transparent rose sticker on. This I found in an old magazine about how to grow hardy roses. Here's an envelope that I stamped and made and just put some more journaling cards in. Just like that. So there's lots to write. That, the little doily. Oh, there's this. This is the try pocket, and I just put some plain journaling cards in there. And there's that and that. Just put a flower up there. Here's another cute little one of Timmy's journaling cards that had a rose on it. There's that. Here's Timmy's little sliding file, and I put vintage cigarette cards in there. This one's a cigarette card. The other one's a tea card. Here's a little lace pocket. I made this, and this is actually, it folds out. It's with ledger paper. And I went all the way around it with rose washi tape. Okay. And this was a receipt from, and it's actually real. It is not a printout. It is a piece of authentic, it is an authentic insurance check. So thought that would be kind of fun for the recipient to have that. And there's that and that. And here's another pocket. And this one has a bunch of just journaling cards, all with roses on them, with ledger paper on the back. Okay, so that one was kind of fun. This one, part of my pocket, and then what I had done was this is really tall washi tape, and then I put this in here. And this, I believe, was a tutorial from Ruby and Pearl on how to vintage up postcards. So these are actually ones that I had printed out and grunged up and made look old. That was really a fun tutorial. It's on the Graphic Fairy site, I believe. And there's that and that. Here's another rose. Here's another envelope that I made that I grunged up and stuff. And then I put like I put a card, a playing card in there with this gal. Okay. And like the other people, you have to put it all back, otherwise you forget where it goes. That's me. Here's this. I had these old tiles, so I just put rows on there. Here's this. Here's a side pocket with part of my Tim Holtz. I used his tissue paper and I made a snippet roll and I cut a piece off. And then I made this tag with this girl, and the back is all roses. Okay, and roses and another little envelope. And this one I actually just put a snippet in, or a cluster, and thought that that would be cute for the person. They could use it later in the book. There's that. Here's some more stenciling. Here's a side pocket. This was just an oversized, kind of grungy tag I wanted to do, and I used a part of an old file folder and just did a whole bunch of stuff with the side pocket. Here's some more paper, another tuck spot. This folds out in. This is one of those envelopes, and you slide it up and down, and guess what? You have a secret compartment. There's some lace, paper. Here is a really cute bag that I decorated and did up, and then I did a whole piece of lace that the recipient can either use the lace or they can leave it this way, but I thought it was fun, and that's all vintage laces on there. Okay, here's this. This flips out. Just some fun stuff on there. No, just like that. That. Getting towards the end here. This is one of my little memo pads. All sorts of little memo pads decorated in the pocket. Here's this. This is a little pocket. This is, oops, hang on. Oh, this is a receipt from a foundry company. But again, just something fun to add to your junk journal. It doesn't necessarily have to be used in here. There's that and that. And I love the way this tag turned out. That's a really fun tag that I did and grunged up and everything. Okay. And then I took part of the top of a tag and turned that into a tab with lace. That turned out pretty cute too. There's that. Is there any way to really get through a whole book quick? I don't know. Here's some more. This is just I won't even show you. It's just another piece of ephemera that they can use either in the book or not. And then the back here is my bookmark that I made that I thought turned out really cute. So that you can stick in there. I had thought about putting a book board in there, and then I thought this is already chunky enough. So that is what I'm doing for my exchange. I don't even know who my person is because I have not been assigned yet. So whoever sees this and gets it, I hope you enjoy it. And after you see it, you understand how many little places and tucks and stuff that I put in there for you. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you have, thank you for coming along and waiting and being so patient when I am trying to make more videos. I am now working at another place called Buttermilk Basin along with teaching. It is a quilt store. If you want more information, she is online. It is called buttermilkbasin.com. and it is a fabulous shop. I highly recommend people go in there. She's got wonderful stuff if you're in Minnesota, and you can order stuff online. So that was a shameless plug. So I hope you're all doing well. Have a fabulous week. Talk to you soon. Bye.